Wyatt name.
Hello, and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, we have a bunch of open slots available for 5e campaigns and 2b 1D&D campaigns. If you're interested in any of them, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Now, without further ado, I believe Dresley is giving us the recap.
Last time on Fantasy High. Group was in the middle of the sock hop, the yearly kidnapping of the sophomores by everyone else. After having their hiding spot leaked, technically, the jackrabbits decided to hide out in school. Then ran into killer fruit and fruitcake for some reason. Finding out that something else is going on here tonight. Made it to the roof. Then got a nice little call from the principal. Basically, the town's being invaded by killer vegetables. And Sybil, for some reason, knows that this is happening at the docks. The group decided, fuck it. Let's deal with whoever's making killer vegetables. After a confrontation with a couple of jackrabbits from the basketball team, group makes it to the docks, meets Twiddleleaf for some frickin' reason, who then decides to fuck off. Apparently, them and Dresley know who's behind all this. Make it to the nice little warehouse, where it is revealed that this is being set up by a hag. A hag that hates Dresley's guts, and might be the daughter of another hag that's currently in lockdown at the police precinct. Decided to play this one a little more tactfully, called Guildarts immediately, and then decided to buy time, as it looks like they were throwing everything into a magical wood chipper, but presumably to make more plant monsters. That did not go so well. After a very, very bloody close call battle with half of the group down.
A lot more than half. A lot more than half.
I was going off the 6 that was there. I'm getting to the other thing.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah.
The other half bloodied, barely standing, and the unfortunate, untimely demise of our sophomore friend, Tony. Guildarts then punches into a room as we mop up the last of them. And we now wait to see if Tony's family will allow us to attempt a resurrection.
So, you all went back to the school. You found your way into the secret hiding room, which, luckily, you guys have a key to the entire school right now. And is the room for everybody who's taking proficiency in stealth, which is almost nobody in this group, so yay.
I do not hide from my enemies.
After a short conversation between Barnabas and the rest of the group, you all did succumb to the frustrations and exhaustion of the day and drifted to sleep. We start with you, Barnabas. You lie there, slowly drifting into sleep. At first, it's difficult to really get into that rhythm, as you can still hear from some distant echo in your mind the screaming that Tony had before he died. And as you begin to have what you fear might be a persistent nightmare come into your life, everything seems to stop. You feel soft grass beneath you once again. When you open your eyes, you see that same beautiful twilight-style sky.
The sky just empty?
No clouds, just twilight.
Am I laying on the vines again, or am I in a...
You're in what appears to be a field.
Take a glance around, see if I see anything?
You look up, and you discover that the Green Man just seems to be staring at the same sky.
Hello?
He looks over at you.
Don't know if you can understand me, because I know I can't understand you. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is your servant, have I lost my way into what I'm supposed to be doing?
The Green Man turns away from you and begins looking up. He
I'll follow his gaze up.
places his hand down on the grass in front of you, and when he peels it away, you see different sections of it begin to extend and grow, and you have to lean up to look at it all, and it just reads, "Nightmares are bad. Rest."
So this is a nightmare.
Green Man shakes his head no.
But nightmares are bad. So is it night? Is a nightmare coming?
Places his hand on the other side of you, and now it says, "I'll keep it away."
Thank you, Lord Soil Gray. I promise I'll do better. And I think Barnabas will try to lay down and go back to sleep.
You find it much easier to rest here, and it's a strange feeling. You're not... It's like you're dreaming, but you're completely aware of yourself and your being. Very strange little thing happening.
So I'm like looking at my dream from the outside kind of thing?
No, it's like you fell asleep, you were going to have a nightmare, and the green man's giving
okay.
you this beautiful sight instead of a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
And morning rolls around and you all wake up. You look around at the strange room that, well, only one of you has ever really spent any amount of time in. Super sneaky stealth room.
We did have our initiation party in here, though, didn't we?
No, this is the actual classroom for hiding.
Oh, I've been to this. This is, yeah.
Yeah, nobody else
This
has
is-
been here except you.
This isn't the Mystical Griffin's secret room.
No.
Got it.
This is the
This is my
class, the
Thursday
secret
class.
hiding room.
Yeah.
It's hidden behind a janitor's closet.
Yep.
You all are woken up with the sound of knocking at the door that you're all inside of.
Uh-oh. We're found out. Come on, there's an exit over here. And I open the back stealth exit.
And as you open it, you hear from the other side of the door, "Don't worry, students, it's just me. Come on."
That's the principal. Fuck this. I'm out of here.
I need to find out what else happened last night.
Yeah.
Was the
Oh.
principal who let us in?
All right, fine. Then I hide it. I close it and re-hide it.
So,
I'm pretty sure he knows where that is.
How,
I don't
what?
know.
I
He doesn't
imagine-
always seem like he's 100% on the ball sometimes.
What good is this
And
then?
that's coming from me.
Didn't he build this?
well, he
Oh,
built
that's fair.
the foundation of the school. Yeah. I imagine it's like the love seat, one of the cushions you lift up, and it has a false bottom. And
Yeah.
Just because he built it doesn't mean he knows where it is.
Okay, you
guys
guys
open
open
the
the door. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I'll go open the door.
No. You open the door, and you guys see Principal O'Chant.
Ooh, new art.
Look at him. Tell me that's not him.
Yeah, kinda.
God.
Totally him.
He looks at you all. And he takes a moment gazing at each of you. So, most of us have been up all night looking into everything we can learn about what happened out there. And despite the majority of the faculty insisting that I don't share this with students, I feel as though it's only fair that you all are kept in the loop of what happened, if you are interested in being kept in said loop.
What about
Well, we-
Tony?
Nearly died, so probably would be good to know.
We sent a message out to Tony's parents, but they're probably going to get back to us sometime within the day. Unfortunately, all of the clerics we have in our school, who were capable of doing anything, expended all of their resources saving other people in the town. But if all of you are willing, I can tell you a little bit more about what's been happening here.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Well, if you want to know, follow me. And he begins walking down the hall.
Eh.
Follow him.
Anybody not following?
No.
Okay. So, you guys make it all the way to his office, where he shuts the door behind you all. And he gestures his hands a few times, and a number of different seats appear for all of you to fill into them as he sits down. Firstly, sugar. What do you guys want? You're gonna eat something sugary. All of you. Or drink it. It's fine either way, but what do you want?
I'm fine.
No, that's not what I said. What do you want?
French toast?
Okay. He snaps his finger and a plate of French toast just appears in front of you.
You have the best powers.
So I'm not sure what the reason is that you need us to eat.
I have not had you analyzed by our school's guidance counselor and also our therapist, so I don't know if you all are experiencing any amount of shock. You're going to eat sugar because that allows your body to process through other heightened emotions much more easily.
I'll take a waffle.
I
Gives
am
you
on
a-
a strict diet from Gildarts. Can't eat sugar, so thanks. But
He snaps his
no.
finger. You have a banana in your hand. Eat it.
Green apples.
You have green apples. Renaud?
I was gonna say I thought we were put on a diet. It's not gonna eat either. Yeah, we were put on that diet by Gildarts. I have that as one of my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the principal is saying you're eating something with sugar in it.
Yeah. Also, apples and bananas. That's natural sugar. They're gonna test for like heightened sugar only comes from like processed.
And that
sugar.
test was for
Hey,
week
whose
1.
side are you on, Dresley? Come on.
Can I have a note in writing saying you have exempt us from his rule for 1 moment?
He opens his hand. A gigantic phone lands inside of it. He dials a number. You hear Gildarts on the other end. Yo, Chid, you got any update? Your students are eating sugar. Fucking deal with it. And he hangs up.
That's not how I would have handled that.
Good. Mine got it done faster. So, you now also have a banana, Renaud.
I just look at the window to see if it's open in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, yeah. There's an open window. Beautiful.
Cool.
Sybil?
I'll have a waffle.
A
I
what?
think I've had a waffle.
Okay.
I think I've had my share of fruits.
Very well. Well, begin eating. It's going to be incredibly tough for some of you to swallow it down, but you're just going to have to get through it. This is part of the entire process. And he'll wait for you all to be halfway done with your meals. Or fruit. Now, we have reason to believe that our city is currently being targeted by multiple organizations, one of which is known as a subsect of the theater. Dresley, I believe you are grossly familiar with them, so I apologize, but after this conversation, you and I are going to have a very long, tedious talk about that. There's only one portal from the Feywilds to our realm nearby, and it is 100% owned and operated by your family. They are the ones who are solely responsible for any phase that incur into our city. And, based off of my investigation, it would appear that this girl who had infiltrated into our school is also from the wilds, correct? Our city has been targeted before in the past. Not sure what inside of Spellington Heights keeps people so interested in it, but it has happened. And that Fae being here, they're a part of that heart, as you described it previously, Barnabas. Dresley, good quick thinking on trying to destroy them. I think everybody other than maybe me in this school would have thought that that would have been what would kill a Fae on a different realm. Unfortunately, because their magic was infused into the heart, they are now a potent source inside of it. The heart now has her consciousness rattling around in there. So, we need to know everything we can know from the two of you, he looks between Dresley and Barnabas, about this heart, about your family, and what the hell is happening inside of our city.
Do you want to start, Dresley, or do you want me to start?
Firstly, how did you all know where to go?
Oh, Sybil told us.
Sybil, how did you know?
Well, when we went to the food storage, there was a... Well, you might have found it. There was a very large... It was a fruitcake.
Right.
And, as it
gone
died...
bad.
Yes, thank you, Darren. As it died, I seem to have had connected minds, albeit briefly, with the person responsible for the animation of the fruits.
So you became mentally connected to this Ivy individual.
Only for long enough to see where she was.
Right. So, I'm going to pry into your mind now. This is customary when an individual links minds with another otherworldly being, just to be aware of what is happening. So, try
For
not
what
to...
purpose?
To see if they left any residual influence within your mind that you're not admitting to or aware of. Sometimes when an individual can link to somebody else's mind, they can place deep-seated thoughts in there.
I'm not trying to pry into any of my private stuff, right?
This will be very intrusive, but will only pertain to last night, unless I need to go deeper.
Don't know if I like.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. Alrighty, so just relax. It'll be over soon. And he begins to cast his spell. And I believe when he dives deeper...
I flicked my banana out the window.
Okay. Wait a second. What save is it from Detect Thoughts?
It's an intelligence something. Can link it.
Sure, it's wisdom.
Oh, it's an intelligence check contested by his intelligence check.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, boy. That's
For
gonna be fun.
detect thoughts?
Yeah,
For when you dive deeper.
I'm. Yeah. And he's
Okay,
just
I'll
diving
start.
deeper.
Okay.
And your intelligence is 3 or higher, correct? Oh no, must make a wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way it's an
All right,
intelligence
what
save.
I was reading
Everyone
said
would be
something
failing that.
completely different, so.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Later, they can try and make a contested intelligence to break it,
Ah,
but
that's
to
the part.
resist it at the beginning is a save.
Go ahead, make your wisdom saves, Sybil. That does not beat the DC of an archmage. After prying through your mind a little bit, about a minute goes by, and everybody just sees Ochant sitting there staring at Sybil, and sometimes his facial expression shifts and changes, and Sybil looks a little weirded out at all of this. But then, the spell ends.
At any moment, does Sybil's face look pained?
Not unless Sybil wants to make it look pained.
Am I in pain at any point?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
Alright.
He'll point his finger at you, Sybil, and he'll message you. None of you hear this, of course. I'm not going to tell them. You're clear. Okay, Sybil's clear.
He told us.
He didn't tell you anything else.
You said you're clear. You said you weren't gonna tell him where you're clear. You said clear.
So, you connected minds with this individual after colliding with one of their abominations. Ivy Riot is a remarkably talented young lady. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad that, well, we're gonna do everything in our power to kill her, as she is currently inside of the heart. Now, Dresley Barnabas, what do you have to tell me about this object?
Well, about the object, as in the heart. That's what you're interested in.
Yes.
It seemed to be. She seemed to be using it to feed power to the. Do I know the name of that plant creature that was on the outside that she was
That
growing?
is the heart.
Oh, that's the heart.
object.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. It is living, but it is a heart.
Okay. I don't have a ton of experience with them. My family does have one. How secret does our family grow?
They don't talk to anybody about it ever.
Okay. I have seen one once, though it was much larger than that one. It was a protective entity at the time, but I don't know enough about how much free will or communicative ability that it has. I know they're large and they can get larger, much, much larger.
Okay. And you're describing it as obdurative in nature.
Yes.
Well, this one is less obdurative and more, how do you say, transmutive? You're not in the Arcana class, are you?
No.
Okay.
Religion.
Okay. Whew. I'm going to sound a little condescending here for a bit. Transmutive means when one thing is turned into another, right? So think the food that you just ate, your body is going to transmute that into shit, then shit it out. Mages of many varieties know how to utilize magic like this in order to transmute something into something else. In this instance, it was non-sentient vegetation into sentient vegetation.
I mean, thinking.
Yes. Good. And I apologize if this is speaking above your intelligence level. And for most of you, he is kind of condescending. Dresley, unfortunately, he's speaking your language right now.
Why was she going to shit all over the city?
That is the question, Durin. That is the question. So,
I just sigh.
based off of the information we've been able to obtain about this object so far, her attitude was strictly towards revenge. She wanted to get revenge for the fact that our city and many other places are expanding and taking over wild territories, as well as revenge because of her mother, who we have captured. And we're currently talking to the SPPD about getting them released into our custody. Negotiations are happening. But anyways, it would appear that she wanted to restore the entirety of Spellington Heights to a vegetative state. And if she would not have been interrupted for about 5 more minutes, she would have successfully turned all of the vegetation that is shorter than 5 feet tall into sentient creatures that wanted to consume and destroy everything in their path. That wasn't vegetation. So, you all have my personal thanks and gratitude for interrupting her, spying on her, and stopping her from pursuing that. We would have lost a lot more people. Now, my wonder is, why does she hate you so much, Dresley?
We went to school together in the wilds.
You seem perfectly amenable.
You are overstating how much my family has pissed off everyone in the wilds.
Really? Okay. She seemed to take it personally that you were trying to stop her, as if that was unfair of you for some reason. Not exactly sure why.
Actually, I'm trying to remember. She just hated me because I was a pompous, right?
Because you're a pompous, sports guy, part of the patriarchy, typical shit.
I won't deny that I've always walked with a feather in my cap, and she does not like anyone with a set of twigs and berries.
She hates people with feathers?
I love twigs and berries.
That was me attempting to be censored for this conversation. She doesn't like men.
Oh, I have that too, but
Men have feathers. Huh.
Twigs and berries. You know, your family jewels. Codpiece. I can keep going for days. Someone stop me.
Okay,
No.
I'll stop you. So, she seemed to think that You betrayed her, though. Why is that?
If I remember our conversation correctly, because I was in this city, like siding with the city. Am I right on that from our conversation, or do I have to actually like dive deeper into this?
I mean, you can make that assumption if you would like.
And she was pissed off me specifically, not like traitor, like family, wider variety.
No, she was pissed off at you, and you're learning now she's considering you a traitor for some reason.
I don't know, maybe because I'm on your guys' side. Hold on, let me think. Can I try to? Is there any possibility of like history of our encounters?
Sure, roll a history check.
I'm gonna use my recap advantage for this. 19.
You haven't done anything that would be considered treacherous, because at that point you would have to be considered her ally. But you do remember Twiddleleaf knew exactly who was here, where they were, and why they were there.
Ah, crap. Twiddleleaf. We met Twiddleleaf when we entered in the docks. He knew she was here and just walked. Apparently, some of the faculty got into a fight. Fuck, is this part of a family plan?
Plan?
They're in the city for some reason.
I thought that they were here for you.
Yeah, so did I. And then we find out that they ran over Durin a day before meeting us at the school.
Gave me money.
Are you okay, though?
I got money.
Right.
Didn't he tell us, Dresley, that he was here for some other reason, but was dealing with you because he found you here?
Right. Right.
Because he didn't know you were here when he came here.
Right. Right. I'm mixing up order of events. Right. So they were here for a reason, and then he found out I was here and then tried to get me out of here. Which I'm starting to think. Did the old man make a mistake when he sent me?
You know, Dresley, we should start meditating more often. I think it could help with that dyslexia thing you have going on. Just an observation.
Thank you, Bjorn.
Yeah, man.
So, for full disclarity, Teach, about 3 months ago, thanks to the place it is, the Trenant's Tranquil Retreat.
Yep.
Manager, being a friend of mine, entered into a bit of a game with Twiddleleaf to get some answers. He's here for some reason, didn't tell me. Despite me supposed to go to Eldermage Academy, Dad directed him to drop me off at this portal. I don't know if that was a slew of judgment or if he was thinking about something else. I'm thinking you guys might have the attention of the theater.
And you are an active member of this theater?
I am blood, I am not made.
Please relieve my tension and explain that a bit more.
I got 25 older brothers and sisters, all with places in the organization. I am at least 5 years younger than the youngest on that block. No one gave a shit about what I do, where I go, as long as I don't spit on the name. That's why I went into sports, to try to do something.
That's pretty common for all siblings 12th and up. In Hair Society, we call it a dozen complex.
Well, I'm a 2 dozen complex.
Well, it just goes from 12 and up. They all experience the same thing raised by siblings.
Right. Probably the biggest thing with me is this: when I started to get older, I didn't get, unlike my other siblings, I didn't get read into the family business. I had to sneak around at doors, figuring out what the hell is going on. So I'm blood, but they don't consider me part. And considering what's going on in this town, I'm gonna tell you flat out, headmaster, and he like gets into like a serious pace. One of the reasons I decided to stay at this school was to build my own connections, build my own power base.
Very well.
Let's just
Go ahead.
let's just say whenever I go back home, it's gonna be a rollicking event.
Barnabas, in your clerical studies, have you learned Zone of Truth yet?
Yes, though I haven't prepared it for the day.
Have you prepared
sunrise.
anything yet?
So we probably didn't have time to prepare spells yet for the day, did we?
Yeah, he just woke you guys' asses up.
Yeah, no, I haven't. So I didn't have it prepared yesterday, but I haven't done preparations for the day yet either.
We're going to need a cleric to look into your words and insights, Dresley. Unfortunately, as touching as those words are, I've had one too many encounters with Fae before that have left me blindsided. And I do not feel as though we need any other clerics to come in and handle this. Barnabas, would you give us the honor?
Yeah, give me a few minutes to get some spells prepped.
So long as you consent to being Zone of Truth, that is.
Hey, you know, Faye, we never tell lies.
You know, as an observation, I think we need to work on what's called your ILAC. It stands for I am lovable and capable, and I think we need to build that up in you, Drez. You're worthy. You're a good person. You can start to believe that of yourself now.
Do I lean into the goodwill hunting?
Your family is not your problem. You are
Not
you,
your
and
fault.
they are them.
Nah, not you, man. Don't do this to me.
So, prepare your spells, everybody. He's giving you the moment to do that. While this is going on, he is taking a handful of different phone calls and meetings between most of the faculty on campus. Now, Sybil, at one point, while all of the faculty are coming in and your party are preparing their spells, or whatever people who do that are doing, you don't know. The teacher of your class steps in. Sybil, could you meet me out in the hallway real quick?
Teacher?
So, the two of you go out into the hallway. So, did anything that happened last night have to do with your situation? Please be honest with me. I'm only here to help.
No.
He looks at you very carefully. All right, good. Also, please keep in mind, if you're ever being interrogated by anybody at this school, that you demand to have me present during that interrogation. I am the person made specifically to handle and care for your unique disposition.
It would have been good to know before, but I'll keep it in mind.
We weren't anticipating you needing it already, but yes, in the future. Why, did he do something?
Principal did.
What?
He looked into my thoughts.
And did your thoughts have anything to do with your benefactor?
Tangentially.
I will talk with him personally and ensure that he understands none of that is to be let out at all.
He knows.
Well, I'll make sure of it. Ochant is a great man, but at times a great fool. And he'll skadoodle his way on out. All right, Barnabas, you done prepping your spells?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, you cast your spell. Are you failing, Drez, or are you going to try not to?
He's got nothing to hide. He has told one lie since coming to this plane.
Okay. So you're willingly failing?
Yep.
Okay. And he'll go over the same questions, which do inevitably check out. All right, Barnabas, all of these are checking out as being honest and true?
Yep. No lies.
And you're not lying to me, right? Because he's your teammate?
I willingly failed the save as well. We're both bound to tell the truth.
Yeah, I know how
Remember-
the spell works, but you could be lying about that.
Yeah, but he can't be lying. Well, that's a fair point.
Yeah, you can always be lying, because you're the only one who knows for sure.
Yeah. I guess you're just going to have to accept my word, Principal.
Looks like it. Okay, good. Then with that being the case, you're not under arrest. That's good. Whew, thank goodness, because that becomes a whole interplanar situation, you know?
That and the big suing that would happen for arresting the savior of the day.
Right. But if he was working for them this entire time and we were just finding out now, I really wouldn't care about them trying to sue me. In fact, if you were helping them this whole time, I think I would have just killed you. Good.
To be fair, us arresting Faye is kind of what got us here in the first place, isn't it?
It is, but...
At least to some extent. That was at least her driving force. There may be somebody else pushing the buttons that got her here, but...
Yes, very true.
No offense, Principal, but I can understand a hag making it through during rush week and whatnot, but how the hell did a second one get through?
That's the next part of this entire investigation. So, it would appear that somebody in our school has a familiar that they have not registered yet. A familiar that is not of the typical stage of the first level spell that we teach here. One that is more powerful and potent, that has been allowed to roam the halls. This student or faculty member may not be aware that they are doing this, but they are, in fact, doing it. As such, I am conducting a very thorough investigation on all of the students, as well as members of my trusted facility who have no arcane inclination whatsoever are checking on everyone else. None of you are aware of any students that have an unregistered Fey familiar, do you?
Not even sure what that is.
Does
Oh.
Harvey count?
What's a Harvey?
Hamster. I pull out Harvey.
Harvey looks at him, just gives him the sup nod. Is Harvey a real hamster or a familiar?
I'm pretty sure he's a real hamster.
I mean, he lights himself on fire, so.
They go and use the restroom together, so they're very familiar.
He goes into his drawer, pulls out a very thick binder, and starts flipping through. Durin. What's your last name, Durin?
Good leaf.
Good leaf. On the nose. Nice.
Yeah.
Good leaf. Durin. Unregistered hamster. Wild companion? Not a familiar. That's some druid bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
He's in a band.
Whatever you want to roleplay, buddy. I don't think that's it. I mean, unless he's done anything hostile towards individuals in the past or anything.
Not without me telling him to.
So an attack hamster. Okay, cool. You should get proper registration for it, just so that none of the faculty member accidentally murder your hamster if he's ever
Okay.
left alone.
How do we do that?
He'll hand you a thick paperclip set of about 10 pages of paper and hands it over to you. Fill that out.
Sucks being a hero around here.
Man, I should have lied.
Aw, don't worry. It sucks being a hero anywhere. And again, this is not a customary thing that we do. This is based off of the current situation at hand. So, if you end up suspicious of any faculty or students, be sure to bring it to somebody's attention, okay? Because whoever has this unregistered Fae wandering our campus doing things, they need to be stopped as soon as possible. Now, lastly, are you all interested in... I feel like a dick. Do you want the loot from yesterday? It is our policy that any student that completes any extracurricular or curricular activities that end up in achieving loot get to keep it for themselves, if they
Yes.
desire
Oh,
it.
yeah.
There was loot?
Yes. Certain things were spat out of the machine that she had, and certain things of her equipment that was hidden away in one of the corners of the facility.
Yes.
Okay.
'cause
Yeah.
I owe Barnabas 20 gold, so.
Wait. So, he reaches into his desk, pulls out a small bag, and tosses it across his table towards you all. Inside of that, you will find 350 gold pieces. She had this on her person. Not quite sure why, but she did. In addition to that, she had angsty teenager. Nope. Oh, she had this thorn whip. And he takes out the coiled, thorny whip that she used and places it down on the table. It acts much the same as a normal whip, but upon identifying it, if you imbue it with the Thorn Whip spell, it maintains the spell on that object for up to a minute.
So I just look at it. I look at Sybil, and then I look back at it, and I'm like, "It's probably for you, right?"
Don't know that spell.
No, I thought I saw.
Sorry,
Anybody
my
able
wife
to
was
do
asking me
that?
something. I didn't hear anything.
It's a thorn whip.
Oh yeah, I heard the thorn whip. Barnabas will not touch that thing.
Okay. So, acts as a normal whip, which has a range of 10 feet. But when you cast the Thorn Whip spell, which is an Artificer Druid spell, it maintains the effects of that on itself for the next minute. Which gives it a
So-
30-foot reach, can pull people 10 feet closer, things like that.
If we're not interested, we should take it to the mall and sell it. Can we have the bag just to put it back in when we're done?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
And lastly, she had a diary on her person. I've already transcribed everything for my own note keeping, so here you go. He pushes it across the table.
What's it written in?
Common.
Oh, okay.
Why did he have to transcribe it then?
Because he took a copy, I think,
Oh,
is what he
got it.
meant.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up. Unless somebody else wants it, but otherwise I'll grab it.
And it is like a thick notebook that has all of the angsty, punky signs all over the outside, flower power, stuff like that.
Angsty, punky, flower power? Right on.
Yeah, she's an eco-terrorist,
Totally, yeah.
Now,
Scry's a very high level spell, right? It's like 5th, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait for you to be done. I want to bring up something before we leave.
So, that is the direction our investigation is going. Barnabas, if there's any possibility that you can learn anything else about these hearts and then communicate that to us so that we can find a way to destroy it. We've already tried Gildart's method. We've already tried a couple of Druids' methods. They have no idea what it is. And I only have one more thing to try, but that would destroy that entire section of the warehouses and everything around it. So we're trying not to do that if we can.
I'll see what I can find out.
Good.
Add that to the list of things, our laundry list of things that we have not done yet.
It's hard completing a task, isn't it?
Since I'm quite a ways away from being able to use it myself, Principal, because I would really like to be able to peek in on Twiddleleaf, but that level of magic is beyond me for quite a while. I do have one of his cigarettes that he smoked that I wondered might be a good focus for watching over on Twiddleleaf. I did pick that up off the ground for when he littered with it.
Yep, good call. Good call.
Well, that's bodily fluid. That's a +5. Or -5.
But I'm way too far away from 5th level. Otherwise, I just would have kept it. But 5th level spells is months away for us. So
Years.
Yeah, you're not getting
We
fifth
don't even
levels
have-
in this year.
yeah. So yeah, there's no thought that I'm ever going to be able to use it. So
All right.
I got another half pack of his if you
Thank
need it.
of just cigarettes? Why?
Yeah. He left them lying around
Where?
in the cafeteria area.
Oh, that just pissed him off even more.
Twiddleleaf was in my school.
it was the
think
same
so.
brand, wasn't it, Durin?
It was, and it was on the roof. Just to clarify for everybody, you
Oh.
found it on the roof.
Oh yeah, he was in one of your spots up on the roof.
I think he drank in the last of your beer that was in there too. I saw a couple of empties.
Huh. Okay. Good to know. He was in my fucking school. Oh. Thank you for the button. And he takes it from you. Looks like I have a nice little side project to do. We don't have to deal with Twiddleleaf. How many hit points do you
might
think a
wanna-
Fae has?
You might want to talk to what was his name? The guy who's in charge of the Griffins. He ran into a couple of his men during that night.
Nizahan.
Nizahan.
Yeah. We've already gotten his report, thankfully. How did you know he ran into them?
We ran into him.
Back this up a second. You ran into him, and he didn't immediately take you back to the school.
Oh, I did an oopsie.
Okay. Okay.
To his credit, you guys were kind of busy dealing with Brandon and the Jackrabbits being idiots.
Oh, all of the upperclassmen knew our number one priority was the underclassmen.
And then why'd the 2 jackrabbits assault us?
Oh, don't worry. Brandon is currently on academic probation.
That's double secret probation.
No, there's no secret about it. In fact, I still need to see. I'm not a very artsy and crafty individual, despite everything I do. But when a student is on academic probation, we like to do something where we make sure that they wear something that lets everybody know that they're on academic probation. So I would like to outsource the responsibility of that object to all of you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, what's your idea? Take your
Sorry,
time.
I had 5 ideas.
I want to do it. Yeah, what is it? Something.
He has to wear a spandex yoga outfit that's on the back says "I fucked up" with a line towards his butt with a bullseye on it.
I feel like I might be discredited as a principal if I made an underage student wear something like that. But I'm not gonna lie, I like where your head's at.
Get rid of the
What if you get
bullseye
rid of the
part.
bullseye?
Yeah, and the line.
Just the I fucked up onesie.
A onesie or a leotard?
Onesie.
Leotard
Pajamas.
Pajamas. Oh. Oh.
This is your deal, Draz. So you
Woody pajamas.
pajamas.
The onesie pajamas, and he has to wear them, including at his football practices or his basketball practices. Okay.
Ooh, and you can curse them, so he has to dance every 30 minutes.
Sure. Excluding after a certain hour, because we're not going to make him die of exhaustion. I made that mistake once.
What happened?
He did say die of exhaustion, so maybe he killed someone?
Oh.
This whole learning how to teach thing is trial by fire, you know?
No, I don't think that's how it works. But
Kind of is. So...
I think if you're using fire, you might be doing it wrong.
That's part of the trial. Yeah.
Hey, I'm learning to be a teacher.
One day. For sure, you can join the faculty one day.
Oh.
Anyways. So. The last order of operations is when we have confirmation about if we are allowed to outsource to a powerful person to reincarnate them. If we can, we will alert all of you so you can be there for the ceremony if you would like. And if that is against his family's wishes, then he will be sent back home. If you would like, we can give you some time away from your classes to trek through that journey and be there for the rites, since all of you were very close to him. Well, at least some of you seem to be.
I would like to be there one way or the other.
And you will be. Oh, also all of the homework that you guys had for the weekend, I've already talked to your teachers. You're exempt. So,
I had already done it.
you already did all of your homework for the whole weekend. Good job. That's going to be a lot of extra credit for you.
Of course. What do I have if not time?
Right.
Wait, so is it exempt? Like we don't ever have to do it, or it's just pushed off till later?
It's exempt, so you do not have to do it.
Oh. What kind of a grade did we get on it? system.
Based off of the average of what grade you currently have.
Oh, cool.
Alrighty, guys. Well, how did you get into that classroom?
Well, it's sure nice talking to Principal Shant. We'll see it once we complete our mission. I make towards the door.
Jordan was a student of that class. We start walking out towards the back too.
We both are dragging Durin before he opens his mouth.
Wait,
And
how do we get into where?
the classroom.
The stealth classroom. He's trying to steal Durin's keys.
Keep in mind, everyone, don't get caught.
Okay.
You You are skedoodle yourselves out of his office. Before you go, he does give you a milkshake, Durin.
Hell yeah. Favorite teacher.
So, guys, the day is yours. What is it you would like to do?
It seems really
go
intrusive
ahead.
and weird.
What were you saying, Bjorn?
I was just, that seemed really intrusive and weird from the principal. Dresley, can you just clarify for me, isn't Twiddleleaf like kind of a enforcer for your family? What were the
Enforcer
described him as a
more of a deal maker. He gets to order enforcers when he's on a job.
right, okay, that's right.
And if I remember how many were in that room, he's got at least 10 to 15 in town.
So do we need to be concerned? Because we just threw him under the bus with the principal.
I mean, the principal already hated his guts.
Okay, but we also now have given the principal, probable cause.
Yeah, well, Twiddleleaf should have been more careful with his cigarettes.
Okay, so you don't think Twiddleleaf is going to try and do something to us for doing that to him?
Oh no, we already have a black mark on our backs for at least 3 different groups in this town. I don't see it being an issue.
Twiddleleaf already wants to kidnap Dresley and take him home anyways. He just hasn't done it because he doesn't think he can get away with it yet.
Right.
Because that was the whole reason we met with him in the hotel.
Yeah. I was just saying we're instigators. All right. Well, I'll be looking for him in case.
All right. It is the weekend, guys.
Oh, it's the weekend. That's right. Never mind. That takes away what I wanted to do.
We should go to the mall and sell this whip.
Uh,
Unless anybody wants to use it, but it's ugly and it might be worth money.
Before we think of anything like that, I'm just gonna come out and say I want to feel very productive today. I felt like I feel defeated. Where's the goddamn counselor's room?
Shoot, my first thought was, well, you could
Well?
do the deal for the whip, but all right.
Oh, we can go find it. How empty is the school right now?
Most of the halls are very vacant, and the faculty are just now allowing the students to go back to their original rooms in their clubhouses.
Yeah, if you're thinking, Drez, that we should do something detrimental to this counselor's office, today's probably our worst day to choose, since they're all going to be, high alert after last night. Tired, but still alert.
Well,
What do you think?
Wouldn't this be the best time to go snooping? Because they're ushering the kids back to the rooms.
Not on page. Okay, so in this book, and I pull out my stealth book, and I go to chapter 2, section 17, and they talk about when the heat is on or when the heat is off. And in this case, they're saying basically that for the 48 hours after a major event, the heat is hottest. So everybody is most vigilant, most, introspective and snoopy. So in theory,
Yeah.
this.
Wait, Bjorn was still
distract
speaking.
her. Oh, sorry.
Bjorn was still speaking. Go ahead.
So according to the book, this is the worst day. But you know, it's a textbook, so, and I kind of throw it, but catch it in my book bag.
Yeah, it
I'll
doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter.
I'll defer to your expertise on this matter, Bjorn, but I feel like I want to punch something or do something today.
What if we distractorate the counselor so that you can't snoop?
The jousting team. Is this his voice? I'm trying to. The jousting team is holding jousts if you want to hurt somebody.
Or that.
Here, I was thinking that the punchometer in the arcade would have been a fun afternoon, but oh well.
Yeah, but that doesn't have any big pointy sticks.
I knew I should have wrote down my list of things that I knew we needed to do still, and I didn't write it down.
You should put that on your to-do list.
So, while you're all talking about this, you do notice a handful of the students seem to be watching you all very closely right now. They all seem to be enamored with your group more than they typically are.
Understandable, we're very cool.
The beach is that away, and I start sort of flexing every now and then. Walking just a slight bit more badass than I usually do, and I put my ears down.
No, Bjorn is that way.
Huh?
Then,
They're all to the south. You were pointing northwest.
Oh, sorry.
Barnabas, you hear from a little bit further down the hallway. Barnabas! Barnabas!
Yes?
You turn around and you see Ms. Brooke Songs.
Oh, speaking of the school counselor.
Hi. Yes. I talked to the principal about everything that happened last night, and I would like to extend an invitation to all of you. If you need anything, come by my office and speak to me. Okay? I'm gonna be there
Anything?
all weekend. Yes. Of course. After what you just experienced, it's very important to help you grasp exactly what transpired and to
Right
move
on.
through and past it.
There you go, Drez. And I kind of nod at him like, go on, take a swing at her.
What are your...
Volunteer in
This is our
anything.
first time meeting this person, right?
All of you other than Barnabas, who apparently she knows by first name basis.
Barnabas, who is this broad?
I am
That's
Brooke
The school counselor,
Song.
Dresley.
You can call me Miss Songs. She smiles
do you
at you,
teach?
this water ganassi. Thank you. I don't teach. I am the counselor. I am
Mhm.
here to... You know what? You can look at it as I am here to educate you through your emotional journeys.
Do you take notes?
Of course.
Specifically constructive criticism?
I do not look at what I do as criticizing. I look at it as assisting you in...
No, I meant how well do you handle being criticized?
I'm here for you. Come by my office any point in time, today or tomorrow. I will be there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. all weekend long, okay? All of you, please. You experience something that you are young and should not have experienced, and I would like to assist you in moving through and past that, okay?
Thanks.
Very, very difficult. Very difficult.
Dude, it really sounds like you're whispering. I can't.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I think my... Yep, that's what it is. My mic settings keep adjusting and it's lowering the gain for some reason.
Horrible.
Very difficult, counselor. Very difficult.
Of course. Well, I'll be seeing you all. And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everybody. When we come back, you guys can finalize and decide what it is you're going to do.
Was this close?
Ooh, there was a major just flash of lightning that just happened.
I know
Nice.
Mom is cooking food. But that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
mean you get it.
It's okay.
It's not that way, buddy.
There's a tornado in New York right now.
It's all right. So, everybody, the counselor just left, and you all had a riveting conversation where, for one reason or another, perhaps drugs, perhaps selling this whip that you all have, or perhaps to pursue a goal, you all decide to head out to the mall. You wander your way through the town. As soon as you get up front, you are picked up by Jeeves, who is waiting for you. Where to, miss? Sybil,
To the mall, Jeeves.
very well. And
Today.
what'd you say?
Today.
Day?
Today? Like-
Today.
Let's go to the mall today.
Today.
I thought you were grogging, going,
Are
bidet.
Are you trying to rush Jeeves, Darren?
No, I gave him a very loose timeline.
All right. So, you all begin mushing your way out towards the mall. Driving through the town, you do see some of the havoc that riddled through this entire city. The trees out front of houses, uprooted and beginning to walk, now no longer taking shape or form. The hedges surrounding many of the individuals out here also doing the same thing. As you are driving over to the Neon Spire shopping sphere, I would like a perception check from whoever is sitting window side. Remember, that's only two of you.
That's always gonna be me.
Perfect.
Never me. I'm small. I sit in the middle.
I'm curious at what we pass.
As you pass on a roll,
Oh, I love that place.
you see the front windows are destroyed and boarded up.
Oh no.
Wait, isn't that the donut guy?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He was like a really, really nice guy.
We should see if he's okay.
Yeah.
I think Gildarts was protecting him until we pulled him away.
Oh no, we did that?
But not technically.
I
Oh,
can't
sorry.
believe we did that.
Damn it.
Are you baked 24/7?
Yes.
You gotta
Oh,
run out of
second
grass
notice.
eventually.
That's what I go home for.
So you
Are-
stopping by to look at them, or?
Yeah, are we stopping or are we going?
Sybil, can we stop?
Jeeves, pull up.
Very well, ma'am. And he moves over in front of the shop. You guys walk over, and the doors are open, and you see Flanagold is currently sweeping up glass from the floor, and his wife seems to be helping for once. As he turns around, arching his very big belly. Hey there, everyone. Sorry, we don't have any baked goods up and running yet. But we still have things from yesterday if you're interested.
Are you okay?
Oh, me? Just a slight stabbing with a stick. He moves his white beater to the side, and you see he has this like very large looking bandage over his chest that has a very pointed circle of blood right over, like, over top of where his heart would be in his chest.
Jesus.
It missed by like 8 inches.
Not good.
Yeah, yesterday we had that Gildarts fella. He stopped by and was helping us out doing all of the attacks and everything. And then the only thing I heard him say was fucking Tony, and then he took off running.
Yeah, that tracks.
Luckily,
I'm sure
everything
he-
was already killed before he left.
Oh. Yeah, he is good at that.
But my Vicus, it tried attacking me upstairs. Sucks, had to put the thing down.
Damn shame.
Well, sorry that happened to you. We're glad you're okay.
It happens, you know. One of the things about living in a civilization is you have to learn to be thankful for the adventures that take care of you. Which, by the way, if any of you are interested, we do have the old Danishes and things, and I'm trying to clear the inventory because we have to repay for all these windows and everything. So, yeah.
I'll
Well,
buy something.
Yeah, I'll take a couple. And here's a little contribution towards the rebuild. I'm gonna leave 5 gold on the counter for him.
Sweet boy, thank you so much.
Excuse me a moment.
The dog demands. How much are you leaving, Barnabas?
I'll leave 5 gold.
Well, now that Bjorn's gone, I don't have to feel bad. I give him 10 platinum and I ask for everything he's got left.
Oh, I was gonna do that.
I didn't want to overshadow Bjorn.
I didn't
Wow.
care.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, you guys are more than pleasant. I mean, what I have already made is probably worth maybe 60, 70 gold at best.
Well, your windows are broke, so
I appreciate you, kids. Hey, any school activities you guys are in that you want me to, sponsor or anything in the future? I mean, baked goods usually are
Yeah,
good
everyone loves baked
fundraisers
goods.
and things, yeah.
What a moment for Wyatt to walk off camera.
I mean, fuck, everybody left.
Sorry, I heard you. I had to change some things for my food, but sir,
Hello.
if I could be so bold, may I ask one thing? And he's gonna pull out his sword and stab it down into the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
that
The jousting team would be most interested in having your baked goods available for their first game, for all the people to come and watch.
You know what? I'll provide all of the baked goods. 50% of whatever I make goes to your jousting team. And you just put on a roll somewhere on your jerseys.
The
that
donuts.
sounds doable.
We are
The jousting team is the donuts. That's what
The
you want.
dough knights.
The donuts. I like it. And what's your favorite flavor of donut?
Favorite?
I have never had one of these pastries.
Oh. Well, it's a day
I could-
old, so it's not going to be as good. But
I cannot have one. I have taken a vow.
You have a written excuse from the principal. You can eat a donut.
For a banana.
he never
for sugar,
specified.
for sugar in general.
I will not break my vow. May I have
How
your
about
word?
we come back on Tuesday after our gym class? We'll get him a dozen different flavors. He's from underground. They're not used to sugars.
Ooh.
Do I have your word? He says to the baker.
Yes, of course. I'll make sure I have
Then
a
he puts
fine
his-
dozen made for you. A baker's
puts
dozen.
He puts his hand on the blade and pulls it up.
What the
cutting his
fuck is
hand
wrong
open.
with you?
He's
He
from the
puts
under.
his hand forward to him and holds the blade out towards him as well.
Don't stab
This
me.
just got weird.
We haven't trained him well.
A deal
No.
made in blood is an honor. by
And
society.
on the surface, a handshake is a binding deal and contract.
we'll
legally.
shake hands after you cut yours.
No. I've
Oh, hold
spelt enough blood.
Hold on, I get like a. Can I borrow your apron? I take his apron, I put it over the handle of the blade. Okay, so he's gonna this. I've seen this in a book once. Now you hold the apron, while he's got the hand on it, and that's the pledge, right?
Yeah, we can do that too.
Okay. He
There's
shakes
a
the
big-
blade. and
There's
takes...
there's a blood stain all over his apron. The deal is done. Pulls his blade back from his hand, puts it away. Okay, I gotta go fix my food. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right.
Wait.
I'll see you guys.
Thank you. Sorry that was weird.
I'm used to it by now. Things being weird.
So how many boxes of pastries do we have now?
So you know those clear bags,
Uh-huh.
like trash bags, the giant ones.
Sure.
You have 3 of those.
Awesome.
You know, you don't have to buy it out every time, right?
Yeah, look. Like, it got him the sponsorship, didn't it?
I guess that's true.
Besides, it helps with the rebuilding.
Honey, I think we're gonna get the good wallpaper.
Good wallpaper. The fancy kind that smells like pastries and will repair itself when it gets stained.
That is a good fucking idea.
The stains aren't permanent?
Well, do you want the stains to be there after they stop smelling good?
Yeah.
That ever happened?
All right. Good luck, everybody. I'm gonna talk to some glass blowers, window professionals. See ya. So, you guys go back outside, where Jeeves has to assist you in placing the 3 gigantic trash bags worth of pastries into the car.
Oh, that reminds me, we need to buy a bag when we get to the mall.
Or I could just work on clearing one of these.
Once we sell the whip, we'll have this bag that the whip's in.
The bag the whip's in is just a normal bag, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't specify the type of bag, Dressley.
Yeah, the bag.
Just said a bag.
Yeah, the bag. So,
I mean, by that logic, I could be talking about Durin's bags.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're mostly dime bags, but you know.
So, you guys go over to the mall. Did I ever clear the map? I hope so.
What do you mean clear it?
Remember you guys murdered a bunch of bikers here?
You did not.
No,
There's
you
still
didn't.
a couple bikes on it.
Nice.
Murder's such an ugly word.
But it happened. Alright. Dick and Buttkiss are going to be chilling over there.
It wasn't murder, it was self-defense.
Yes. Self-defense that led to one of them dying. 2 of them dying. 3 of them dying.
Terrible accident. Anyway.
One got
dying,
away.
one running away like a coward.
He
You
did
know
as
what-
he was instructed. by Sybil.
Exactly.
And if I see him, it's on site. What can I say?
You know what they say about riding motorcycles? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Just happened to go down in the mall.
Who says that?
All bikers.
Mm-hmm. So,
It
Yeah,
checks
that's
out.
why they're called organ donors.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're called organ donors at hospitals.
so, you guys go into the mall, walking with, let's limit yourselves to one bag of pastries for walking around, okay?
Cool.
You find your way over to the magic shop. Well, hello there, students. How are we doing today?
Grizzly, you should take the lead on this. It'll make you feel good.
Yes, fine, sir. We are doing quite valuable. We have an object in our possession we wish to present to you for trade in exchange for some of your bags and potions and salves and the like.
May I see what it is you are selling?
Who is actually carrying this thing?
You.
I thought you had the bag.
No,
He
it's
did,
you.
but he handed it to you when he said, "Here."
Ah,
You
okay.
take the lead on
I
that.
missed that part. I pull out the whip and place it on the counter.
Huh. And what does it do?
Well, first off, obviously it is a whip. Second off, it allows if you cast the magic Thorn Whip in it, it will hold the spell for up to a minute.
Thorn Whip, and that is a druidic spell, right?
As well as I believe that of the artificing.
Ah, yes, the nerds.
But what is most important about this item is the history. You see, this whip belonged to the youngest hag in the Feywilds in a generation. Trying to bullshit. I'm not telling him anything important, Bjorn. I'm just saying it belonged to a hag.
Very fascinating. Well, what are you looking to get for it? You said you were interested in my wares and bags. I presume you mean a handy haversack?
Yes, one of those, as well as what you have in the healing potions.
Well, admittedly, we did have a handful of our healing potions purchased today. However, I can definitely put you on the wait list for more of them to arrive. Currently, we only have one of them at our disposal, and we do have many handy haversacks available. They come in pink, in blue, in green, in white, and in silver.
That's silk or silver?
Silver. And he, god damn. Sorry, that lightning like lit up the sky. That was cool. And he shows it to you, and they look like the typical JanSport backpacks. Where all of them are base ugly gray, and then the vibrant color on top of it.
What do you think? Do you guys care about the color?
Nope.
Let's go with the silver then. How much does that run normally?
Well, we usually sell these backpacks for about 600 gold pieces. But considering we can take your whip off of its trade-in value, so long as my identify discerns exactly what it is, perhaps we'll come to a better understanding. Let me just first identify. You all can leave for 10 minutes and come back. Here is a coupon. Oh, wait. You guys all eat free at our food establishments. Never mind.
We get one free ice cream cone a day. None of the other places gave us anything.
Oh, well, here is a coupon. It'll give you 15% off of everything purchased with one purchase. And he hands it over to you. While you're waiting for me to identify.
Right.
Oh, let's log the ticket. And he logs a ticket of the whip being left here for purposes identify and hands it over to you.
Very good.
Now, if I identify it as anything other than what you called it, I am going to charge you for the identify and possibly forfeit the sale. All right?
Right.
So you're not lying to me, are you?
My good sir, I never lie.
That's what they all say. So, you guys go out to the food court, pick up a little bit of whatever the hell you want to, I assume, drink, because you have 3 giant trash bags of pastries. So you get some lemonade or tea or whatever it is you want to drink. Coffee. And then come back 10 minutes later. I must admit, this is a unique item. I believe for a straight trade, I would be willing to take this whip off your hand for the haversack if you include an additional 50 gold.
Wow, this is 550 gold worth? Wow. That seems like a good deal to the guy who can't haggle.
Anybody with charisma can haggle.
You need to be smart enough to know when to use it. He hands him 50 gold.
Wonderful. Well then, let's finalize the trade. And that haversack is now registered to one Drez Lee. Freshman Oh, you were upgraded in my directory. Congratulations on earning the Freshman Student Hero title.
Oh yeah, doesn't that mean we can sign up for that program in the store?
Yes, it does.
What does that do again? It's been a minute.
You can ask him to find specific items so that during gaps of time it might arrive without you dedicating downtime to buying a magic item.
I think I will sign up our group for that. Or is it individual based? I forget which.
Oh, everybody in your group earned that title. I mean, given what you literally just went through. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. You earned the title. It's yours now.
Okay. Okay. While I'm looking up the statistics of a haversack.
Yeah. I think I'm giving you a boring old bag of holding. Nah, haversack.
The issue is, it's a lot harder to type out because handy haversack.
Yeah, just drag it onto your sheet.
Yeah.
No,
Drag
in
it
the
over.
searching the compendium is.
Oh, it's handy. And then it comes up.
I think it shows up after the word hand.
There's a lot of things with the word hand in it.
Yeah, put the Y.
Okay, there. And there's 3 versions of a haversack. For some reason. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, I guess I'll sign us up for that magic item thing in case we ever need it.
Yep. For your entire party to sign up, that'll be 20 gold. Total.
Done and done.
Not each. That would be ridiculous. All right. Well, enjoy your snazzy haversack you have there.
Thank you.
And, of course, if you run across any druidic or nerd friends that are interested in this whip, you know where to send them.
Druid?
Here. For the win.
Oh, no.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Barnabas, remember your druid friend? We could send her here.
What?
The one at the plant shop.
She is not a druid. She is a hack.
Perfect. So was the last one.
Yeah. Since we're here, have you ever heard anything about when they're ever going to open that arcade?
Oh, the arcade? They were supposed to open it by last month, but they seem to have pushed it back until December, unfortunately.
That's weird. Why? Any idea why they keep pushing it back?
Complications. I haven't really looked into it much myself. However, they have a weekly group of individuals come by and investigate it. They're always here on Sundays, actually.
Like the owners or something?
Maybe the lawyers. They're all wearing suits.
Thanks.
Of course. Take care now.
All right, we need to. So what floor is the Where is the arcade on this map, Joey?
If it's on this map.
It's over in this area here. Or, sorry, it's this area here, which is currently closed off with a giant sign that says, coming soon.
I didn't see the pig.
All the way in
Oh,
the
down there. Okay.
Yeah. And if it pleases you all, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that's all of you, I can always bring you down to the lower half. Give it a minute to load.
Don't forget the giant lizard.
I highlighted all of you. Oh wait, I fucked up. Now keep in mind with how incredibly large this map is, I may have fucked up some dynamic lighting, but right there is the door.
That's the door into the arcade itself.
Correct. You guys
Okay.
are directly beneath the little area that you guys were in previously. This is just the lower half of that map.
Where's the door to the service entries? Every mall I ever worked at, they do deliveries to back doors behind the stores, but that are like all connected through a big hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go to that door, not directly to the arcade. I want to go into the employee area.
So your character would not be necessarily aware of all of that, but somebody else here may.
Who's ever worked in a mall here?
Whose family sold things out of one of the kiosks
Oh,
and was
maybe
very
mine?
familiar. There you go. So
I
Bjorn.
mostly sell stuff to the employees in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Slightly different. But you would also know where those back doors are because the employees meet you outside.
Yeah.
So, the back door, actually, is handled all the way. There's an entrance into the back area. So, there's this other hallway behind all of the shops
Right.
that you can get into, and it goes down to each of the back doors into all of the shops. And you know that is through this entry point down here, where the security is, Bjorn. Sorry, right there. And then there's the back exit door right behind it, inside of that room.
Right. So there's like loading areas that are back entrances and exits over here, down that way. If we want to go that way. Is that what you'd prefer, Barnabas?
I think we need the least secure and public place because we all know that a majority of us are terrible at stealth.
Yeah, so let's go this way.
I mean, the only way into it from this side of the building is through the security office.
Oh, through the security office?
Oh.
Yeah. You go into the building, into the security office. They have another back door that brings you into the alley that brings you
This
around.
is way more secure than any mall I've ever been in.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
fantasy mall. Imagine if people were safe.
So the mall I worked at, they didn't lock even the doors to the outside from the employee entrances. Did you say there was an outside door, Bjorn?
Yeah, but it just leads to the security offices, but we could walk the other way around and end up kind of where I think a back door for the arcade might be. Do you want to try that? But we got to go outside and walk around.
That's fine. That's still better than us trying to get through a door in the middle of the open mall.
True.
But that's... So I don't think you guys are listening very well. Like, that is the entry point. That is all they have. There's no outside entry into it. It's just...
Oh, there's no like
They
loading
do
area?
deliveries through the security office?
He's not aware of where they do the deliveries through. This is just the
Oh.
way he knows how to get in, the
Oh,
way his dad always got in to bring in product.
Got it.
his dad
yeah.
brought all of his product in through the security office?
Yeah, so this is the only way that I know. I mean, obviously, if we get past it, what do you want me to just snoop around? Let me just go take a walk, and then I'll see, because I know half
Alright.
of those guys.
All right,
And
well,
then
you
I
go
can-
in and see if you can find another entrance then.
Cool. Be right back.
All right, so bring yourself on down there, Bjorn.
Coming. Come on. This map is gigantic.
That's why I cut it in half.
So yeah, I get to the security offices, open the door.
Yep.
Hey guys.
You open it up and you step inside where the mall cop, Blart, is currently working. He turns around to look over at you. Bjorn, how you been?
Good man. Hey, do you want like a Danish? We got a bunch of them in a bag, and they're delicious.
Danish?
Yeah.
Look at me, does it ever look like I said no to a Danish before?
I know. Hold on. Would you get a flavor you like?
Oh, yeah, cheese. I love cheese.
Coming up.
Or cherry. Do you have cheese and cherry?
I don't know. Let me pick. Let me see. I go dig in the bag, see if I can find a cherry cheese one.
There is a cherry
Bring it
cheese
in.
one.
Yeah. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your dad already dropped off the shipment though yesterday. Why are you here?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. He wanted me to figure out, like, going out that other entrance. He was like, is there a way for bigger deliveries? Because I guess they sold a lot the other day. So I was going to just walk down the hall and see if I could find, like, some bigger door, like a loading dock door, something like that for him.
Well, I mean, we do have a loading dock, but that's reserved just for, the industrial cars coming in.
Right. I think he just wanted me to locate it because I think he said that maybe in the next delivery or two they might need to go bigger so he could deliver less often. I don't know.
Let me,
know.
Yeah, let me get the proper filing out for him. Now, he is going to have to register whatever company he's using for shipping to get it delivered. We do have a recommended list that he can utilize if you're interested.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's going to have to file the company. He's also going to have to file for the fee to use the loading dock. Well,
I don't know if he knew about that. That might be a
um,
deal breaker for him.
It's all right. I'll just give you the proper forms and paperwork, and you take it to him. And if it works out, it works out. And if it doesn't, it looks like you're still going to be taking the old way around.
Right on.
Hand trucks are a blessing,
Yep. Okay.
And he hands you over 3 forms.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, of course, man.
I was just doing some research for him since we were here. Eating some Danishes and cruising around.
Is this from On a Roll?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
After all the chaos yesterday, is it fine?
No, yeah, the glass is all broken. That's why we bought a bunch of stuff to just try and support,
Bjorn, you are such a good young man.
Thanks, man.
You're one of the good heroes in this town. You know that?
Well, I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
It's a learning process.
Of course, you always gotta do your best, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, that's my theory. You mind if I take that walk down there, though, just to look, so I can tell? I know I'm gonna get questions.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
All right, thanks. Enjoy.
Right, just close the door behind you. There's some peeping guy around the corner. I don't recognize him. He sees Barnabas outside the door, kind of like looking.
Okay. So yeah, then I head through, close the door, kind of give it an extra tug to make sure.
Go ahead.
All right. And then I'm gonna just walk down here. Are there, at the end where it looks like there's a fire hydrant, is there another door?
No, that is just the cutoff.
Okay. Then I'm gonna just keep going until probably I see, is this an AC unit or is it an AC duct?
Roll me an investigation.
Oh. I don't do this very well. Oops, that shouldn't have been set to that.
69. Nice.
So a 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, there's an air duct above your head.
Right on.
So you keep wandering your way through. A-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Now, there was one door here, one door here. There's another door here. I just don't have it built into the map currently.
Right on. So I'm just taking some notes. And then I'm going to try and go all the way down. Once I realize that this hallway is hundreds of feet long, I'll actually jog it so that I don't make everybody wait forever.
All right.
And I'm ultimately just hoping to get to an end of the thing to see if there's a door to the outside or not.
All right. So you wander your entire way through. There does not appear to be a door to the outside on this. However, there is a ladder all the way on the opposite end of the building. I would have to bring you onto the other map to show you. That seems to be like an escape ladder to the roof for some weird reason.
Got it.
And there's a latch above your head where the end of the ladder would come before the roof would actually be there.
Got it. All right, so after I take those mental notes, I'm going to jog back and then go through the security office again, closing the door behind me. Sorry, just took a little peruse. I see what you mean now. I get it. I'll explain it to my dad.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
Thanks. You have a good day.
You too, Bjorn.
And I'll get rid of this guy who's snooping out here.
Yeah.
I actually know him. I think he's watching the Danish more than the place.
Well, he can't
He's-
have it.
I know.
It's mine.
We've got plenty. He will be fine.
Okay, I'll move you back down to where he is then.
Oh, I could do it.
There you go. Yeah, there's
Oh,
doors
thanks.
and stuff in the way. It's okay. You'll do it.
Okay. I think I pulled myself onto a whole different map somehow.
Oh yeah, you glitched yourself into the parking lot. There you go.
I did.
Stop. moving.
Thanks.
God damn it.
All right.
There we go.
So when I come out, I'm like, all right, let's take a little walk. and I'll head down toward the kiosk. And once we get kind of past the first kiosk, and then there's some seating over here, I'll be like, all right, here's what we have. It's this. There's openings, back doors to these 4 or 5 different things. There's a set of air vents, and then there's a ladder that goes to the roof that drops us into the back of the thing. But nothing seemed to go down to a lower level, and I don't think this side of it is long enough to reach. I mean, it kind of reaches to the arcade at the end of the hall, but
it wraps all the way around the building, the entirety of it. I just wasn't bringing you over to the next map.
Right on. So the question I have then is, does the arcade space go all the way to that hallway?
Yeah.
Because it's cut off at the half of the...
survival check.
Okay. As good as I'm ever possibly gonna do. 17.
You've peeked underneath that curtain out of curiosity a couple of times. That arcade has to have a back room that's at least like 20 feet wide in order to reach the back of that hallway.
Okay, so it probably does go all the way to the hall in the back, the access hall, like the other businesses do. All right, so I think there's a back entrance, but unfortunately, the only way that we could get into it without going through the security office would be to go from the roof down. If that sounds like a plan. You're muted.
Yeah, I kept trying to click it. It kept changing. So let's go outside and see how exposed the side to the ladder is, or to get to the roof would be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I need a stealth check from all of you. As you saw, he does have a number of monitors watching around the mall.
Oh, I'm not trying to do anything stealthy yet. I'm just going outside the mall and walking around the mall because I just kind of want to see.
So just looking up at the...
Yeah, I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to occasionally look up. I just want to see if there's, like people that spin around there, or we can see if there's cameras. I'm not trying to do anything stealthy yet.
Okay.
How easy access to the roof would be.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
All right. So, you begin looking around, heading your way around the exterior. Roll me a perception check.
Oh. $19 for Barnabas.
Barnabas.
Well, I
As-
assume we were both making it, but
Yeah, absolutely. Always
Yeah,
two
okay.
people. For
Yeah.
me, two people
It's two
can
people.
always make an ability check.
Okay.
So, as you begin looking around carefully, analyzing the exterior, you notice that the entry point onto the roof, they have their own ladders around the building. Now, these ladders look like you would need some type of long hook, maybe 15 feet tall, to jiggle them loose to come crashing down. They seem emergency in nature for people that are currently on the roof to be able to escape down to the ground. But with a 15-foot hook, you should be able to jimmy one of them loose. It'll come down, and one of them is on the side with all the trash cans and dumpsters, which nobody likes going around.
okay. What, Dresley?
I was just gonna ask, how tall is the mall? I guess distance from base to roof.
About 90 feet.
Okay.
All right, let's go back and talk with everyone.
Okay.
So, everyone, you group on back.
Did you find?
We found that we could climb a rope, get on the roof, potentially break in through a hatch, and then down a ladder into the back area, entering a back door into the arcade. We don't know what would be waiting for us at the hatch or at the back door. But it's possible to do.
I think it's a better option than trying to go through the front door of the arcade.
It's one of the better plans we've ever had.
I know. So the question is, do we do it during the day or do we wait till tonight?
What were how the camera orbs on the outside?
You notice that on each of the corners of the building, there are cameras, and by the back dumpsters, there is one. However, you rolled a 19?
Yeah.
The camera looking at the dumpsters, there's a blind spot. If somebody who was, say, small could lean up against the building, hug it, and get underneath, they could easily adjust it not to be able to see or cover it or anything else. If only you knew somebody who was small and good at sneaking around.
Only.
That's me. I have a whole chapter on doing this.
The problem we're going to run into is the only person here that even knows how to use thief tools and broke his thief tools isn't here.
He fixed them.
Oh, did he?
He did.
He has mending you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the beauty of thieves' tools. You can mend them back together.
You can just fix it.
It's like it never happened.
Crazy.
Well, in worst case scenario, we have my crowbar.
That's going to be too loud.
The
And
crowbar
I didn't
might be...
memorize silence today.
How high up is the camera?
It's about 6 feet up. Or, sorry, 10 feet up.
So I might need the crowbar to grab onto the well, no, I can reach it. That's not a problem. You guys want me to avert the camera?
Well, so I'm back to my other question. Tonight or now?
I mean, as we are here, but daytime is probably the worst, except that I think people aren't really on guard as much during the daytime as they will be tonight. Especially after the events yesterday. Which, all of this is bad timing according to Chapter 2.
Well, Bjorn, you can't come here often. How many guards are in this mall?
4. They're in most of the corners, but I only know the ones that work in that thing. And I know like 5 different guys in that room. But I think there's like 3 or 4 more rooms like that in this place. Oh, but there's probably more on other floors. We never go through those, so. There might be a lot of guards overall.
Is this actually a multi-floor mall?
2 floors.
2 floors, okay.
Okay, so here's a question. From where you saw the latch, how far would it be from where we assume the entryway is into the arcade?
Can I say it's about 60 feet, probably from where the ladder drops into that back hallway to the door?
Yeah, we can say 60
The
feet.
first time it means that you do it.
It's probably 60 feet.
I mean,
Okay,
real
so
quick.
Mm-hmm.
move the camera, climb up the ladder, go up to the hatch.
Nope, other way around. Move the camera, climb onto the roof, walk to the hatch, open the hatch, climb down the ladder.
Okay, there's no ladder on the outside. Okay.
Yes, that's the piece.
There's a
that's
ladder
sort
on
of-
the outside. You just need to unhook it for it to fall down.
Oh, there's a fire escape.
Yeah, one of those
Got it.
type of ladders.
Got it. So yeah, so we'd have to unhook and use the fire escape to get to the roof.
Okay, so it's gonna be 60 feet to get to the exit, and then go down, and then another 60 feet to get to where we are trying to get into.
I think you've added an extra 60 compared to what it is, but I think if we include the roof walk, that probably still works out to the 120 feet you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is it that mathematically you're trying to figure out?
I'm trying to figure out how much time it will take it once start to go around, like versus like patrol patterns. I'm not smart enough to figure this out, but I know
5
my
seconds.
security.
6. No, sorry. 12 seconds.
It would take Bjorn 12 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds to
All right,
be.
take Bjorn 12 seconds, the rest of us 5 minutes.
Well, that's the sort of the only piece of this equation that's kind of iffy is how fast can we climb the ladder to get to the roof. But I mean, shouldn't be that bad. It's just stairs. It's a ladder first, and then a couple stairs.
I need no ladder. Silverwind and I can climb up the wall.
Oh yeah, how many people can climb and can be carried by Silverwind? That could take a minute off of us climbing.
1. It has a saddle for 1.
Oh,
And I've ridden on the back before too, but not vertically. So that doesn't make.
Yes, 1 and a Bjorn, because you're like a half. So like, you can just get like a baby Bjorn and.
Hilarious.
Or I could send Silverwind send Silverwind in to make a distraction for the security guard, and we just walk through the front door.
well, we'd have to get through what I assume is that stock market of you said coming soon, which means there's probably a door with a gate on it behind that.
As long as somebody can open it,
We don't have that person with us today.
then I shall open it.
I honestly, okay, so I'm just gonna say this out loud. I feel like it'd be easier to break into a mall at the day when security has to make their rounds than at night when they're looking for shit. To go on Bjorn's point.
Yeah, you're there. There's definitely logic in that.
And what time is it right now?
It's the morning. We just
not
got
even
here.
noon.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh, okay.
early.
It's just super early. Okay. Yeah, it's probably pretty hectic too right now, isn't it?
It's getting there. There was a big tragedy in town today, so the mall's probably not filling up until.
It's true, actually.
They
Yeah.
probably also have the security guards as mobile as they can to just show a presence.
And this
Or
is
they're all-
the largest advertisement point in the entire town. Keep in mind. It's a mall in the 80s, guys. People come from miles away just to experience it.
Boy, I know that feeling.
I don't.
How you don't? Philadelphia had a couple of the biggest malls ever. That
Ye-
King of Prussia Mall was crazy.
Yeah,
I knew
I've
about it.
worked
I'm on
at
the
them,
wrong
but, you know.
post.
That's why he doesn't like them.
Yeah,
I
fair.
fucking hate them.
If we promise to burn it down, will you let this be easy? No. So if we want to do it, first step first, I should repoint the camera. And then we can make decisions about climbing and such after that. Right?
Yep.
All right. So, come on. Let's go over, do this. You guys be the lookout. Tell me if you see anybody looking in my direction before I sneak over.
Aye, Capitan.
And
I'm
I'm
on lookout
waiting
for Bjorn.
until it seems clear. I'll sneak over to the wall into the little hole of where I can get underneath the camera. I'll take a quick hop to grab onto the camera's mount. And then I will just point it off to the left at or right, whichever is away from them and whatever.
Firstly, I need a stealth check from you.
Do I also need to stealth since I'm on lookout?
No, you need to roll a perception because you're the lookout.
Okay. Oh God, this is the Fountain's redemption arc.
21.
Let's go.
13.
That's
How
not
about
bad.
the redemption arc?
You guys are level 3 for fuck's sake. 13's fine.
No, we need to roll
Jeez.
15 or above.
God.
All the time.
The DC was 15, but like 13's fine.
I fucking called it.
Motherfucker.
So, as you are keeping watch back here, you notice that there's this Bjorn.
Yeah.
You wiggle your way against the wall, and you take the crowbar and start jumping in order to try to get it to move a little bit. And then you hear... Psst.
Yeah.
Psst. You don't know where it's coming from.
Tony?
Too soon.
Sorry.
Fucker.
Roll me a perception check, Bjorn.
Okay. Come on, big numbers. Shit. 10.
You're not sure where it's coming from, but you do hear the psst get a little louder.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Jamming this so that we can climb up the fire escape.
You're gonna blow my cover.
I don't. We're just trying to pull a high school prank. How do I do this and not? What? Okay. What do you need?
You see eyes appear from against the large dumpster. And now you see like the silhouette of somebody who's like perfectly painted to blend in with it.
Oh shit! That is amazing.
Shh. Okay. You don't push it all at once. Look at the drain pipe next to you.
Yep.
Climb that a little bit and slowly push it up.
Right on.
You also see horns attached to this individual who's attached to the dumpster out here.
Oh. And what size is this person? Like, is it a quasit size? Or are they
Roughly Dresley height.
Okay.
So kind of short. Nah, he's tall as shit.
So I look at the drain pipe and I turn around and I go, thanks, by the way. This is incredible. You are doing a wonderful job.
Don't tell anybody I live here.
Fuck, you live here? No wonder you're so good at this. Impressive. Really, really impressive.
Roll me your sleight of hand check.
My
What's the-
sleight of hand? Oh.
Yeah. Who'd we lose?
Sybil lost power.
No.
12.
12. It's not the most fluid of moments for you, but you do get it to where you hope it won't be able to see the drain pipe, but it's still kind of looking where it needs to be. Not the drain pipe, the ladder.
Dumpster. Yeah.
Yeah. Now go
When-
away.
Wait, but we're gonna climb up the thing. I won't tell anybody you're here, I promise.
Okay.
My
If
name's
you tell
Bjorn. It was
somebody-
nice.
What?
It's nice meeting you. My name's Bjorn. It was nice meeting you.
I'm Mystique.
Yes, you are. That is a perfect name. That is a perfect name. Right on, Mystique. Nice meeting you.
Wait a minute. Is this the same tiefling we met on like the first day we came to the mall?
What, Mystique Moon? The bum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, the rogue teacher.
So
You've
yeah,
never seen the road teacher. They're so good.
I go back to the group. Okay. Camera's moved. If you guys want to follow me over, I'll hop up and I'll pull down the ladder. We can climb from there. Cool.
Oh,
Let's go. Go like this. And I'm gonna make it all ninja-like.
Alrighty.
You gotta walk like this.
No.
Sneak like that.
Now we have to pretend to be stealthy.
Now, all of you roll stealth checks. Thankfully, because you had all of this prep work beforehand, everybody has advantage.
Thank fuck.
Yay!
and thankfully, since I've yet to go pick up my armor, and I still don't have any armor class,
Still
I don't have disadvantage.
Okay, that's another thing we have to do once we're done with this. We're going to that fashion dealer.
You need to get armor of Doving and Dolphin. God damn it. You have a handy haversack for a reason.
I can only hold 80 pounds.
I mean, it has a lot more uses, but yeah. Each of its pockets hold 80 pounds, right?
The way
Ronaldo
it's
rolled an
described, it's got a
18.
total space of
Yeah, you
20
did.
feet and can hold 80 pounds, if I'm reading this right.
Yes, an 18. Okay. So, guys, you all successfully navigate your way onto the roof. Looking down from this high up above everyone, it is a magnificent view that you have here. The most gorgeous of sights taking place. The entirety of this large parking lot. Now, I need each of you to decide if your character may or may not have problems with heights.
We
But you're
did this
gonna-
already.
Oh, wait, we did that last time. Renaud,
Ronald and Bjorn haven't done it.
can you justify to me why your character is not afraid of heights? When in their life has they experienced them and learned this already?
He rides a lizard that walks on walls.
That is true.
I'll allow
fair.
it. that checks out. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did his lizard need the stealth for this?
Yes. With
It got a
advantage?
5.
Oh. You guys didn't roll that bad.
Wait, you know that the lizard won't fit down the hatch. Like, unfortunately, you're gonna park him on the roof.
I go, silverware comes with me everywhere.
How big is this lizard again?
Well, a human-sized person rides it.
Large
so-
beast.
Yeah. Horse size?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about bigger than a horse a little
It's
bit.
a horse-sized lizard.
Right.
No, it's not bigger than a horse. Horses are fucking huge.
Depends on your horse, but yeah.
Horses are huge.
All right.
Once
So
you guys make it up here, you see that there appears to be about 12 air
vents.
vents, thank you, across the entirety of the rooftop. And there appears to be 2 doors across it, One on the left, one on the right, far from where you guys are currently standing, that have very short rooms behind them on this upper level, so you presume they go downwards very quickly. As you see that and start looking around, you also take note of an individual who seems to not have noticed any of you sitting up here. One of the security guards smoking a very smelly cigarette that Durin perks up at as soon as he senses it.
We should avoid him.
Okay, we have one problem. Besides that guy, how do we then get into this hatch, which is right over there? And I kind of squinch down behind a vent.
Scoochy scooch.
You have the lizard tackle him and distract him while we go down the vent.
That's our worst idea. We're going to not do that one. We're going to try and do this without attracting his attention at all. The only problem is, how do we get into the hatch?
I have
'Cause
an
I don't-
idea to distract him. We have pastries, and he is imbibing of the thing that really makes you like pastries. So if we throw a couple of pastries into a door and then leave him a trail of pastries to follow through that door, and then close the door.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Yeah. Well, no, pastry. Pay attention.
Hang on. I pull out a textbook on stealth, and I'm trying to figure out. I just go to the glossary or index and look up pastries.
There's no pastries, but there is a
yeah.
section for distractions.
Oh,
Find
cool.
something that really interests somebody. Most of the time, money is very applicable. However, in various different situations, people find various different substances equally as inviting as money.
All right. Okay, so according to this chapter, substances can be equally as inviting as money. Durin, I have an idea. Do you have any of your? Do you have any of your bags of substance on you?
Which one?
Never mind. I know the answer. So why don't you take a couple of the pastries and go approach that guy, offer him some pastries, offer him some more weed, and ask him if we're gonna just tell him that we're doing a prank at the arcade. Nothing will be harmed. We just have to leave a sign there for the school, and if that's cool, can we also borrow the key to the hatch?
Can't we just go up behind him and knock him out?
So I have this theory that if we harm somebody, we could be in harm's way too. Where if we don't harm somebody, while he becomes complicit, at the same time we're not in harm's way because we haven't done anything. We're keeping to the story of a prank. So I hear you, Dresley. I think it's a valid possibility, but I don't think the security guard who's smoking pot on the roof needs to get knocked out today.
We don't even know he's a security guy. We just know he's up here.
No, look at his uniform. He's a security guy.
And Bjorn recognizes all of this.
I was going to say, can I make a history roll to remember his name?
Yeah, this is Irvin.
Oh, his name's Irvin.
See, now I know his name. If I go up knowing his name, he's gonna feel weirded out.
He retired a few
Especially
years
with
ago.
the pot.
He retired, and now he works this job, just to keep himself busy.
So now, do you think I should go talk to him since I know him?
Maybe.
Oh.
Here's pot and brownies.
Yeah, we're notoriously terrible at stealth, which would include trying to sneak up on him and knock him out. So I say we go with Bjorn's plan. We bribe him to open the door and then leave.
Yeah.
Pot
I'll
and
try it.
scones.
Cool. I grab a couple of pastries. I grab a bag from Durin. Be like, I'll be right back. Wish me luck.
Durin, remove the appropriate amount of GP's worth of weed that you just gave up.
Alright.
Keep in mind, you do have to pay to get it from your dad. You just get it at value.
I'm gonna give Bjorn guidance before he leaves.
Thank you.
Nice. So, how do you want to do this, Bjorn?
I'm just gonna walk up semi-quietly, and then when I'm far enough to not startle, but also close enough to, be like, oh shit, dude, I didn't see you coming. I'm just gonna call his name. Irvin? Is that you? Oh,
You saw
sorry.
he kind of like flicked it off the roof a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, hey Bjorn, what are you doing up here?
Okay, so I come bearing gifts, because again, it seems that your break might need especially now, might need to continue. We're gonna do a little bit of a prank. Nothing is gonna be harmed. It's just a school activity, and we need access through the hatch so we can climb down. We're gonna leave a little sign inside the arcade, and I bring you these as a possible, gift. And I literally am holding 2 pastries or 3, whatever there are, with the bag of weed on top of it for him. And I'm like, so I make you this offering in exchange for helping us with our little, with our prank. And again, if you're uncomfortable with it, I don't want to make you feel weird, but I just saw you and I thought I'd come say hi. And we have a lot of pastries because Honor Roll got kind of messed up last night, so we bought a bunch to try and help.
Is Honor Roll okay?
They're cool. They're all alive and stuff. Some windows got broken, so we made a contribution, bought everything in the place, and and so I'm just giving it away.
Give me a persuasion roll at advantage. Don't forget your D4.
Okay.
You're doing everything right. We save. We're making sure that the pastry place is safe.
Right.
Here's your weed and pastries. Please help us.
There's my persuasion roll, and hold on. Here's my D4. So
15. We like 15.
Yeah.
So he looks at the pastries. I can't really be caught helping you with anything.
Yeah.
However, I do have my union mandatory break for the next 45 minutes.
Right
And
on.
if you happen to steal my keys and use them...
Well,
He just jingles the keys on his hip.
yeah. I real quickly unlatch them, and I'm like, cool, I'll bring these right back to you in a minute.
Yeah, of course, I'll be chilling. Oh, while you're down there, can you get me a lemonade?
Yes, I will bring you. I'll bring you a pink lemonade just in a minute.
Yes.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Run back over.
He
I don't
starts
even
rolling
go.
up.
Yeah, I don't even go to the guys. I go straight to the hatch, unlock it, pull it open. I'll be like, and I just wave them over towards it. And I give them a 1 finger. Hold on a second. Run back to the guard. Here you go, Irvin. You have a good 45-minute union break, my brother.
Oh, do you not need more keys for any other doors or anything?
Keep
Shit.
peace.
Sorry. Yes, I'll be right back.
43 more minutes.
Yep,
And
yep,
he
yep.
keeps eating the pastries.
So now I run. All right, I remembered I should keep the keys. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I wonder
Climb
if,
everybody down.
As you
Thanks,
guys
Durin. Good work.
Oh shit, you're with Durin. Hi.
Hey, you're welcome for the grass.
Always appreciate it. Durin, now you know that guy. That's that old man.
Yeah. Didn't recognize him from behind.
Yeah. But anyways,
Cool.
you guys get over to the latch, start climbing your way down. Now, I will forewarn you, Bjorn. If you keep these keys open and accessible on your person, you will be at disadvantage for stealth checks. Because it is a giant ring of keys that...
We have a haversack, sir.
Hey!
Yeah. I have every intention of unlocking a door, dropping it in a bag or a haversack, and then we will no longer be jingling.
Perfect. So, you guys sneak your way down into that back alley area with all of the various rooms. Bjorn, it takes you a minute, but you do figure out which door should be the one that takes you into the arcade. But now
Slide the key in,
you start trying the various
figure out which key.
various keys. I need an investigation roll from you, Bjorn.
Shit. I'm gonna have to practice this stuff. Oops. 6.
It takes you 5 whole minutes of looking for keys
Yeah.
before you
I cuss
inevitably
more than you've ever heard me cuss before. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
After all that time, you open the door. As soon as you push it open, I need you to roll me a perception check. You and whoever's directly behind you. So who would be the second person moving in?
I guess it would be me because I have the sack to keep the keys quiet.
Roll me a perception check.
18 for me.
Nice.
Perception. 17.
Okay. As you're opening the door, you get it about 1.5 inches open, and then you stop. As both of you look down, and for you, Dresley, ooh, shiny thing, so it catches your attention. For you, Bjorn, you've been taking that stealth class.
Yeah.
You look down and you see that there's a silver wire on the floor that you almost pushed the door past. And you're not positive what it does, but it does say in your book, you remember this, do not physically pass the threshold of a silver wire, or mages will know you're there.
Okay. Hey. There is a silver wire trap. We're not supposed to cross over the silver wire, or wizard might know we're here. Anybody have any ideas? According to my book, I think you can dispel it, but I don't know how that works. That's just a thing they said.
None of us are powerful enough to do that.
Stand back. I can handle this.
If you break it, it's gonna go off, just so we know.
Would cutting it in half be breaking it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is literally breaking it.
Definitionally.
Bjorn, is there anything in your book about removing it without magic?
Hang on.
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Nope.
Okay. And Sybil's not fucking here, so.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
one
dude.
person in this group that has
Right.
any ability with thieves' tools. How we have a 7-member group and no rogue, I will never understand.
It's a beautiful thing, I'm not gonna lie.
It is a
I-
terrible thing.
It is beautiful. I am very appreciative.
We're doing a campaign that is very heavy on sneaking stuff, and we have no one that can do any of it.
Well, to be fair, that's my fault. The sneaking stuff part, I wrote it.
And
But
you
I
knew
think-
what our party comp was.
You guys have somebody who's good at it. They're just not here.
So I have a question. Do we have any idea what kind of response time we're looking at?
If it's magic, instant.
Well, the communication is instant, but I don't know. Depends upon where their guards are at.
How long does it take to cast a spell that can make you poof to somewhere?
I'll be honest, I don't have any fucking idea. He rolled in.
Oh, was that you rolling for him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
My
Is
thought
it-
process is...
is it
if they
cross-
get-
Oh,
Well,
go ahead.
You
No,
were
go ahead.
speaking first, Durin. Go ahead.
My thought process is if they get here quickly, if they find that it was just crossed by, say, some small rodentia, they might not look too far into that.
True.
Does anyone know magic enough to be able to call him on that?
No, nobody here does.
Also,
Will
the
you roll
only
for
Arcana
fire?
guy
Roll
is
for
not
Sybil.
here.
Yeah.
I don't think Sybil has Arcana either.
She's
She doesn't?
proficient.
I think we
No,
are.
he
This
is.
group somehow ended up being extremely dependent upon the guy who only shows up like once every 3 weeks because he has other things that he has a lot of other things going on. But Pyre has our only Arcana skill, our only Thieves' Tool skills.
Awesome.
But yeah, sounds about right. I mean, who's gonna suspect a mouse of doing anything, right?
True.
Or a hamster.
There's right. That's
Harvey just looks up at you.
Well, you like doing crime, and you know it.
Oh, I love doing fucking crime.
So we let the hamster go in first, and then and then go after him.
Then we watch to see the response, and then once the response decides, it's just a fucking hamster, like fucking idiots, then we go in.
So, can I make a small suggestion? I don't know how the spell works personally, but perhaps we all go in at the exact same time with the hamster. So when they come look for the hamster, we're all hiding, and they just think it was the hamster.
Or that, yeah, that works too.
I like this plan.
Go return the keys, Bjorn. Because now that we have the door unlocked,
I'll be right
I don't
back.
want to get trapped in here for an hour and not be able to return the keys.
Totally. I'll be right back. I book it to go return the keys.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Oh, hey, Bjorn, how are you?
Good. Here's your keys back.
Thanks. You know
Have a
it's
good
not him
afternoon.
getting old. He's just very fucking high.
Have a good afternoon.
It was good seeing you today. Yeah.
Yep.
See ya.
You too.
Yeah. So. Do.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm so busted if they report this. We have to find something.
So, you guys are gonna, if we understand this right, you bust into the door, into the room. You have
Yeah.
Harvey stand out in the open, and all of you hide in various different locations and ready yourselves, so
Sure.
that hopefully you don't get caught.
Right.
Yes.
I just realized only one of you is proficient in stealth, and the school's motto is "Don't get caught."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
We are the absolute worst group for this campaign.
we literally have
Hey,
a
we are
wizard
doing
following us.
phenomenally.
Hey,
Stop
Genasi,
now.
you want to use that once a day?
He can't until level 5.
Oh, that's a level 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Durin can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. We have 3 heavy armor wearers, I think. I think Renault's a heavy armor wearer, I'm assuming.
Renault's the only heavy armor wielder.
I have heavy armor.
You're not right now. You're not.
Well, right now I'm not, because I don't have any armor.
And whose fault is that?
Fine, because I keep forgetting to go get back and get it.
Okay. So, you guys
Mm-hmm.
all get inside. As soon as you cross over the threshold, Nothing immediately happens, but you guys don't know what the fuck's going on, so who knows? But you scatter. I need stealth checks from each of you.
I'm gonna use a session advantage. Should
Oh,
we shut the
also use
Should we shut
session
the door?
advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my session advantage too. I should
I
have
will
called
also
it.
use my session advantage.
14.
I was accidentally muted, but I was intending to.
Go for it.
Well, never mind.
Wait, what's Durin doing?
Using his
The-
session advantage.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll yours, there.
Oh, I already did it. It just I was muted when I did it.
Wow, the lizard got a 14.
Let's go. It just gets onto the ceiling.
Technically 24.
So 3, 4, 5,
Silverwind,
6.
do the thing, and you see it change like a chameleon.
Oh yeah, 30 feet. How big is this arcade? I guess.
Oh, it's a
Huge.
huge arcade. But you guys are currently in the back room. So you open up cabinets, slide your way inside of them. You go underneath the desk, put yourself in there. Silverwind climbs onto the ceiling, puts itself on that. And all of you just blend into various locations. But this back room looks 100% built and done. You hide over here for about 5 minutes before the door opens up and you see that same tiefling individual who was across the table from William Hung.
Oof.
He looks around, looks down at Harvey. Harvey looks at him and just... Stupid fucking rodents. And he begins twisting some type of spell across this finger. But then you guys hear from the other side of the room, remember, they can trace magic here. Thank you. Don't worry, we'll call in exterminators once we are done with our experiments, okay? The two of them, you hear leaving. You wait another couple of minutes, crawl your way out, and all of you see Harvey's just glaring in the direction of that man ready to fight.
Yeah, he sucked.
Harvey jumps
I
on
don't
you.
like the.
Oi, bruv. Next time we get a chance, can you shove me up his ass?
Will and light you on fire.
Yes.
Oh wow, Barnabas, you just died.
What, a hamster up the ass? Haven't you ever seen Bruce Almighty? Go back from where you came from. Great movie. Underrated, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys begin looking around. You leave this back office room area that also has these huge metal contraptions with a lot of lights and glowing things that none of you are aware of what the hell they are. But when you walk out onto the showroom floor, you see the magnificent black carpet that has all of these various different space-themed glowing lights imbued into them of various planets and stars and constellations and gorgeous, beautiful sights. You see all of these different machines set up. 12 different arcade machines, guys. That is phenomenal. That is huge. But what you also see is across the room, there's a young gnomish individual who's lying flat on their back with some type of headset over their eyes and face and gloves over their hands, as they seem to have a feeding tube connected to their mouth.
I'm gonna head over and check them and make sure they're like alive.
I'm
Yes.
keeping an eye. Oops, sorry.
Medicine check.
while he's doing that, can I keep an eye out for our hung friends?
Perception check.
I would assist with the medicine check so you can have advantage.
Let's
Okay.
go. Roll it again.
I will take it.
Keep on rolling, baby.
And I would assist.
There you go. Dirty
looking
20.
out for the hugs.
Go ahead. Look at you guys working together and everything. It's like you're taking classes together. So your perception was at advantage, Triz? Okay.
I rolled the same
Oh,
damn
was it?
thing.
Perfect. Well, you're
Exactly.
definitely keeping a watch.
Hey, 14's not horrible.
Yeah, you're keeping a watch. So, you manage to go over to the individual. You check on them, and their body is non-responsive to any of the touching that you're doing. Checking their wrist, checking their pulse, checking anything about them. Their body seems 100% non-responsive. However, they're also being monitored with these medical appliances, Barnabas, that you've only learned a little bit about, you and Bjorn. These appliances are supposed to monitor heart rate and things like that of the individual. And the feeding tube seems to have been recently refilled with some type of smoothie of foods inside of it. You're not sure what's going on with this person, but they are physically unresponsive to anything, and yet they're mentally being stimulated by that thing on their mind, on their head.
Does this person have any identification on them?
Oh, that's an investigation.
I really got to learn how to do this investigation thing. I truly suck at it.
Again, I think we have one person trained in investigation, and it's the same guy that has every other skill we never have.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna proc Divine Sense in case there's something here.
Okay. Divine sense. Nah, you're good.
Okay.
Other than the usual shit that you pick up on. So,
Alright.
you don't find any ID on the person. You check their back pocket, nothing.
We should check the rest of the place before we unplug this person, because I have a feeling that's going to set off alarms.
Yeah, I don't think unplugging him is a good idea. It might also harm him.
Well, but hooked up to all this pseudo medicine equipment, it's not going to do you any good. I mean, he needs essential oils and, you know,
Nah,
magnetic healings and, you know, stuff like that. You got to balance out the humors.
Don't
All
you
this stuff.
dare.
No. That's mostly stuff I sold to tourists.
I am a cleric of a plant god, dude. Modern science is a farce.
Even your plant god is calling bullshit.
No, he's not. His stuff works because it's magical.
Yeah, magic.
These
It does
oils
that.
work because magic.
Yes.
The oils
Science
don't
has
work, the
oils.
magic does.
Yes, science is a lie.
You know, he's not here to defend himself, so he's just
Nope.
gonna... Yep.
If he was here to do any of the 3 jobs that we needed him for this mission,
Yeah, science didn't help you guys on any of this stuff, actually.
all right. So let's search. Let's break around. I want to search the office, see if I can find anything, especially something that might help with the PIN number that we still need, or anything about what they're doing in this pseudo medicine laboratory.
So where are you going to investigate, based off of what I've already described?
You said there was an office that we started off in.
Correct.
So was there a desk or a file cabinet in there?
There are file cabinets, and there's desks, and there's those weird, giant, out-of-character servers
Yeah.
in
Well,
character.
Barnabas has no idea what any of those are other than fake science that's ripping off the natural world.
Let me check this stuff out. Pours water on it.
Yeah, there's no need for any of them. So I will search a
Dresden
file cabinet.
remembers taking those big electric things were good for points.
Oh yes, these. All right, so you're looking at the desk, Barnabas?
Cabinet.
Cabinets. All right.
File
Anybody else
cabinets.
looking anywhere else for anything? Remember,
I'll go
we're
for
here to
desk.
find clues. You're going for
I'll
desk?
look at the desk.
Yep.
You'll look at the desk as well, Durin? Okay.
Yeah.
How about the other two? Ronald, Dresley.
I am going to look for anything similar to like I'm looking for in the medical room. I'm going to look for like floppy disks and files.
Ooh, okay. And how about Ronald?
When he sees the gnome that's hooked up to the machinery, I guess he'll say a prayer to Elistray to help the gnome.
Okay. So you're praying as your action.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's religious, doesn't understand what's going on, and yeah, he doesn't believe in the science thing either.
Yeah, fuck science.
Just go try and find some paperwork of any kind, Ronald, so we can find out what they're doing here. We'll free him when we're done from all of this stupid science that is corrupting everyone.
It's good.
Back to religion, the way it
Where-
should be.
Where did all of this come from?
Barnabas has a come to his God moment.
One of these days, I'm just going to borrow Pyro's gun and just shoot you and show you the power of magic.
And then hook
My
your
magic-
wounds. It's fine.
My magic will save me, and then it will heal me, and then it will smite you.
And good
You're
luck, your
clearing
dad
out
likes
a
me.
paladin.
My God does not like you more. You just can
Likes me
understand
pretty
him.
good, like pretty much.
And he likes
All
me
right.
just fine, I think.
So, cabinet investigation. Go.
Alright, I'm burning my lore keeper.
Go ahead.
Oh,
That's good for him.
20.
it tippy-toed on the 20 for a moment there.
Yeah, I know, did.
You open the cabinet, and you see that there appears to be medical records in here for one Stacy Shortsum. It's short S-U-M. Shortsum.
Stacy Shortsum?
Yep. Extensive medical records for this individual, as well as in-depth knowledge of how to set up all of these arcade games, all filed around with other handwritten notes around it. You can easily take this with you if you would like.
Sure, perfect. I'm stealing all of it.
Yep. Now that you have a handy haversack, you can. Now, deskers. Durin and Bjorn.
Investigate.
Yes, sir.
Big number. There we go.
17's good. Durin, your turn.
I already did. I'm an 8.
Oh, okay. Durin, you find one of those pens that has 4 different colors of ink that you push down on either side.
You just hear an incessant clicking. From
Heresy.
Until it eventually jams between 2 different colors.
No! It's alright, you have
As
fire
it
to fix it.
always does.
Ink should be blue as the gods demanded.
Or black, or red, or green. Or blue again.
So, that's what you find, Durin. Now, Bjorn, you open up some of the cabinets, and you see a transfer request to a town called Scott Vargas. It's Scott-Vargas.
I found a transfer request. Guys, open up the bag.
At this point, I'm just holding in my backpack just with flaps open, just put things in there.
I just throw the transfer request in there.
In addition to that, you see this very old-looking yellow paper that's handwritten by a student by the name of... there we go. Rob Otterman.
What's on? I read it. I read really well, so.
I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw when you start reading this.
Oh. I don't know what the one. It's a 17. I don't know what the plus
You
one.
had bless last time we played.
Nice.
Probably.
So, holy shit, Bjorn, you can somewhat keep up with what they're scrambling on about. There's this guy suggesting that there's another reality layered through your reality that people can tap into and control things through magic and technology.
Ooh.
And it seems to be a high school student from your school 16 years ago.
Wow. It goes in the bag.
Yep. And it's entire like thick journal worth of yellowy notes. Very, very old. Now, Drez, what were you looking at? The medical stuff, right?
Yeah, I was looking at the medical stuff for like files and like floppy disks.
Investigation.
Investigation. That's a 4.
There's wires, but they mostly seem connected to this guy.
All right.
That's all you see, unfortunately. So, after you guys all conduct your investigation, and you're getting ready to handle this gnomish individual, I think this is where we're going to call the session this week. And hopefully next week we have Pyre to look at the servers and see what he can't figure out.
Wait,
Players?
did Renault? Oh,
Yeah, Ronaldo
Renaud.
was gonna search for something, weren't
Oh
you?
yeah. What are you searching for? I thought you were just praying.
he was. He was just praying to see if Illustrate would help him.
Uh-huh. How
Gnome
many levels in
specifically.
cleric do you have?
0, but I have. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like being a cleric and only like, oh, I only listen to my clerics. It's kind of BS.
That's literally
Like,
what
clerics are-
divine intervention is.
Yeah, but nobody. You don't need divine intervention. Like level 1 cleric doesn't have divine intervention.
They have
What I'm saying is,
spells.
you can still believe in a god and be a worshiper of a god, and still like reach out to that god just because you're a cleric. Clerics just take their power from gods. It's like the same thing as a warlock.
I'll tell you what. I'll allow you to roll a persuasion roll.
Wait, persuasion and not religion?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to convince them to lend you power.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ain't one of theirs, why should they?
16, 17 if he wasn't horrible at it.
16. You sense the presence of Elistray's eyes watching this area. You're not sure what it does, because again, you're not a cleric, but you sense their presence is reassuring.
Okay. We were meant to be here, Renault exclaims loudly.
And that is where we're calling the session this week, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.